Why was this book banned from the Bible? And what does it reveal about the ancient world? Imagine angels, literal heavenly beings rebelling against God, coming down to earth, marrying human women, and teaching humanity the secrets of weapons, magic, cosmetics, and sorcery. The result? Giants that devoured the earth, total corruption, and a flood to wipe it all clean. This isn't a Hollywood script. It's the core story from the Book of Enoch, one of the most controversial and explosive ancient texts ever written. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we re-dive deep into the Watchers and the Book of Enoch, the angels who taught magic and weapons. If you love ancient mysteries, forbidden knowledge, and biblical deep cuts, you're in the right place. Hit like and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. The Book of Enoch, specifically 1 Enoch, is an ancient Jewish apocalyptic work, probably composed between the 3rd and 1st centuries BC. It is attributed to Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah, who, Genesis says, walked with God and was taken to heaven without dying. It was hugely influential in early Judaism and the early Christian church. We have fragments from the Dead Sea Scrolls, and the New Testament actually quotes it directly in the book of Jude, verses 14 to 15. Today, it's still part of the official Bible in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. But for most Protestants and Catholics, it's considered apocryphal, outside the canon. Why was it effectively banned or left out? We'll answer that at the end. First, let's get to the story that made it so dangerous. The story of the Watchers. It begins in the days when humans were multiplying on the earth. Beautiful daughters were born. The sons of God, called the Watchers in Enoch, looked down from heaven and lusted after them. In chapter 6 we read, "And the angels, the children of heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, Come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men, and beget us children. Their leader, Shemihaza, was afraid. He said, I fear you will not actually do this, and I alone will pay for this great sin. But the others convinced him. 200 watchers swore a binding oath together on the summit of Mount Hermon, a name possibly linked to the Hebrew word for curse or devotion. They bound themselves with mutual curses so no one could back out. Then they descended. They took human wives and fathered children, the Nephilim, the giants. Some traditions say these giants were 300 cubits tall, roughly 450 feet over 137 meters in the most dramatic descriptions. They were monstrous. At first they ate everything humans produced. When that wasn't enough, they turned on people themselves, eating humans and even drinking their blood. Violence and lawlessness exploded across the earth. But the physical giants weren't the only problem. The Watchers brought forbidden knowledge secrets from heaven that humanity was never meant to have. The chief culprit here is Azazel. Chapter 8 says, And Azazel taught men to make swords and knives and shields and breastplates, and made known to them the metals of the earth and the art of working them, and bracelets and ornaments, and the use of antimony, and the beautifying of the eyelids, and all kinds of costly stones, and all coloring tinctures. Azazel taught weaponry and warfare, swords, knives, shields, armor. He taught metallurgy, how to mine and work metals. He taught luxury and vanity, jewelry, bracelets, precious stones. And he taught cosmetics, antimony, the ancient form of coal eyeliner, dyes, makeup, and beautifying techniques. The text says this led to massive godlessness, fornication, and corruption. People became obsessed with war, beauty, and power. Other Watchers taught even more dangerous arts. Semyosa taught enchantments and the cutting of roots, herbal magic, and potions. Armaros taught how to break or release spells. Barakejo and Kokabo taught astrology and the constellations. Others taught the signs of the sun, moon, clouds, and earth divination, sorcery, and weather magic. In short, they revealed eternal secrets that belonged only in heaven. The whole earth became corrupted through the teachings of the Watchers, and the text says all sin can be traced back to Azazel in particular. Humanity cried out under the weight of this oppression. The blood and the screams reached heaven. The 4 great archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel, saw the devastation and brought the case before God. God's response was swift and total. He ordered Raphael to bind Azazel hand and foot, cast him into a dark pit in the desert of Dudael, cover him with jagged rocks and leave him there until the final judgment, when he will be thrown into the fire. Gabriel was told to incite the giants to war against each other so they would destroy one another. Michael was to bind the rest of the watchers in the valleys of the earth until the great day of judgment. The spirits of the slain giants became the evil spirits, demons, that still afflict humanity today, and to cleanse the earth of all this corruption, God sent the great flood. Enoch himself was sent as a messenger to the watchers. He told them there would be no peace or forgiveness. They had left their proper dwelling in heaven, defiled themselves with human women, and taught what should never have been revealed. So why was the Book of Enoch excluded from most Bibles? It wasn't a dramatic ban by a secret council. It simply never made the final cut from most Jewish and Christian canons. Main reasons. It was written long after the time of Enoch, pseudepigraphal, falsely attributed. Its detailed angel mythology and giant offspring were seen as too fantastical or conflicting with other scriptures. For example, Jesus saying angels don't marry in Matthew 22:30. It emphasizes angelic rebellion in a way that some felt shifted too much blame away from human responsibility. Yet, it was respected and quoted by early Christians and Jews. It shaped ideas about fallen angels, demons, and the end times. What does this book reveal about the ancient world? It shows us how ancient people tried to explain the origins of war, technology, magic, and evil. Weapons and warfare? Blamed on angels, sorcery and astrology, stolen heavenly knowledge, the rapid rise of civilization and violence, maybe not purely human. It connects to older Mesopotamian myths, God's teaching civilization, and even later Greek stories like Prometheus. Some modern readers see it as evidence of ancient contact with advanced beings, whether spiritual or, in ancient astronaut theories, extraterrestrial. Whether you read it literally, allegorically, or as powerful mythology, the Book of Enoch gives us one of the most dramatic backstories to the flood and the problem of evil in all of ancient literature. The story of the Watchers is a haunting warning about crossing boundaries, grasping for forbidden knowledge, and the terrible price of rebellion. It makes you wonder, are there things in our own world, technologies, powers, secrets that humanity still isn't ready for? What do you think? Should the Book of Enoch be in the Bible? Do you see the Watchers as literal, symbolic, or something else? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them all. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Next time we're going even deeper into ancient mysteries. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.